All right, I get a lot of requests for making this pedestal candle holder. I mean, you could make put the tall ones on here. Just the candle, so this if this gets hot, I don't know, it kind of lifts it up off the surface. So we got a lot of requests on how to make this. It's all one piece, and it was thrown like that. It was thrown upside down. This weighs a little less than 2 pounds after it's finished. So this ball of clay is roughly a tiny bit over 2 pounds. I'll go kind of fast. Well, I'll talk less so you can just watch and see what's happening. So I'm thinking about now is this is going to be the top. So this has to be wide enough to fit the candle. Can't be too skinny, and if it's too fat, then it looks kind of weird. So roughly 4 inches or a little bit wider. Yeah, you could measure the pillar candle. I have before. I would say it's probably a little under, probably around 4 inches. Okay. So the inside, the floor is, you want some thickness to it, but not a lot. These aren't going to be, it's not like a cup, so you're not going to pick them up all the time, so it's okay if they have a little bit of weight to them. But you don't want to waste clay and make it unnecessarily thick. So I'm just smoothing the inside. Air bubble right there. I saw a thing. I used to just poke it just a little bit, but now you go all the way through. I'm going to push this in a little bit. Start narrowing that base. And of course, whatever height you want, you're just going to have to play with how much clay is needed for the side. So I'm thinking upside down, upside down. Tiny bit of twisting right here, but that's okay. We'll fix that in a second here. Going backwards. Just smoothing. I think that's roughly the width I need. And then the shaping. So it's fairly even thickness all the way up. So now, where do I want the, I had this one like a little higher. So that's going to be right about here. So I'm going to start collaring there. Get all the water out first. I guess you could use this form for other things too. You know, base for something else, or you know, base. So there's a little twisting right in here. If I could hold this steady, I can get rid of it. Go backwards. You know, just refine the shape. It's pretty much done, but a few adjustments to it. I don't know if you get a reserve clay up here. So now this is going to be the bottom, so I got to think about how that's going to rest on the surface. We have a little bit of mass or thickness here, so this looks like it's intentional. And this is where I could stop the glaze. Kind of round this a tiny bit. That doesn't look so boxy. A little volume. Let me bring this in a tiny bit more. I'll just push this in and collar it with the wood tool. I mean, you could texture these, you could put all sorts of lines, but I think in the beginning, just worry about the shape and getting it right before you start taking other risks and doing other things with it. So you're gonna have to make a few of them. Put upside down. These can warp a little bit, this top part, if you don't throw it you know, centered, if it's a little wobbly. Should be okay. And then the last part is just a little bit undercut like that. And I'll smooth it. And that's the pedestal, or pillar candle pedestal. That's pretty much done. I'll flip it so you can see. So there's that. And there's that one. All right. Thanks a lot. If you have any questions, let me know.